Donald Trump didn't just lose the trade war with Canada, he helped the Liberal Party in Canada in their upcoming election. He got completely fleeced, and it is hilarious. Let's take a look. I just had a good call with President Trump. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border policy. That's not new. They were doing this before the trade war threat. Trump's going to declare this a massive win. They were already going to do it. He didn't get anything out of it. In fact, not adding more personnel to the border has been something the conservatives in Canada have worked to do, similar to how in America, our conservatives didn't want to have anything done to the border when they weren't in charge of the presidency, so they could use it for political reasons. Similar in Canada, but now they can't argue it anymore because Canada's united against Trump. He just helped the Liberals in Canada. And if you look here, nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. Yes, you heard that right. They already are. Trump got nothing. Kind of. He did get something. It's probably the only part he cares about, and it makes me giggle. In addition, Canada is making new commitments to appoint a fentanyl czar. Yeah, you heard that right. A fentanyl czar, because Trump learned the term czar and loves it. He doesn't actually understand what it is. Like, he never understood what a border czar is with Kamala Harris, but he loves the term, so he has them using it. That's his win. And you might be thinking, well, how much fentanyl? Under 50 pounds in 2024 through Canada to the US. That's it. It's a worthless position, but it exists because I'm sure Trump directly demanded it. Oh boy, he created a Canadian job. Woo! And as you see at the bottom here, it still says a 30-day delay, just like we saw in Mexico, where in Mexico, Trump got absolutely nothing, but also got a 30-day delay. Why is there a 30-day delay? Because the stock market started falling quickly, and people that have a lot of money given to Trump really don't like that. Now we get to see, I guess, if he pulls it with China as well. This was a massive flop for Trump. He's helping what technically would be his enemies in Canada, but he tried to make Canada all of America's enemy. Now in Canada, the F Trudeau signs, there are pictures up where they're replacing Trudeau with Trump. They're booing the American national anthem at sporting events. And the thing is, this change here doesn't fix that. This change here doesn't mean all the provinces are going to suddenly go back to working with America like before. This change does not mean that Canadian citizens aren't going to say, I'll buy Canadian instead of American, and it hurt the American companies. This change does not mean that he fixed the relations that he has pretty much permanently ruined. The damage to America is still there. The companies are still going to be damaged. The relationships are damaged. Why would I, as a Canadian company, put any faith in America when, as you see here, within 30 days, Trump might do this again? And even if Trump says, okay, I'm not doing it again, he could decide to do it tomorrow because he broke his own trade agreement to do this to begin with. Canada, Mexico, they're going to keep decoupling from America. They're going to work towards working with other nations more. And the people of Canada can still want to boycott, still buy less American. He made America worse. That's what Trump accomplished. But then, don't worry, he's already said he wants to do the same thing to the European Union. Which again, what are the concessions he'll get? Absolutely nothing. But it will raise prices in America, hurt working relations going forward. He didn't win. He lost. Trump lost on an international scale when it comes to trade. A self-own. This isn't like other nations caused this and he messed up the response. He caused it and had to back down. Trump created an issue, wanted to come out as a winner. It was shown no matter what, he's a loser, and he's trying to lick his wounds right now. Even on conservative communities across the internet, they aren't happy because the ones that can read, have looked into it. They know Mexico's giving nothing. They know Canada's really giving nothing. So we did nothing. We accomplished nothing but hurt America. And there are some, I will say, in Canada still trying to support the 51st state, and it is not going well for them. Their communities are turning on them. They're trying to compare saying buy Canadian is like saying get vaccinated. And that is legitly, they're trying to try that stuff. It's just not flying. People don't agree. People don't like it. You're a traitor to the country. And of course, you might think, well, Americans, maybe they won't buy from Mexico or Canada. No, Americans don't care. Americans don't care. They don't. Canadians, many of them now care, trying to not buy American goods, and Americans aren't feeling the same. Because it was an unjustifiable action. It was attacking one of our greatest allies for no reason and losing. Art of the deal, right? So, it's good news for Americans, right? The economy's only a little bit worse instead of way worse. But guess what? To keep us in a state of constant panic and worry and problems, well, they try to, grab hold of different government institutions and tear them apart. We got 30 days and he might do it again. We're not even 30 days into his presidency. And he already has put another international crisis on the calendar. Scheduled it, even. Yeah. Absolute mess. American politics are a mess. We have people going against our Constitution, the way that our government is functioning. It's being completely torn apart because anytime someone stands up for it, they're currently being put on paid leave because they can't be fired, and then they're just dismantling things. And I will say, a lot of people, where are the Democrats in this? Where are the Republicans in this? Are they that afraid, really, of going against Trump and President Elon? We're seeing things that Trump started, Trump endorsed, even being torn apart, purely just to dismantle the government. But don't worry, Trump now has a new focus. He suddenly is very interested in the politics of South Africa. Look it up. Google it. He made a statement about South Africa. We need to stop being involved in all these foreign countries, but not South Africa, the homeland of Elon. Sure, it's a coincidence.